So this recipe here is one of my favorite desserts to make at home. It's very simple, kind of a frozen yogurt thing. It's based on any kind of frozen berry. In this case, it's blueberries, good quality yogurt, and sugar. And the idea is that you use the cold from the berries to freeze the other ingredients by mixing them together in a food processor like this one. It's important that all of these ingredients are nice and cold. Otherwise, it's difficult to get the right texture in the end. I start with putting the berries in. One thing when you do this is that you have to do like a little bit. It can't be just 100 milliliters of berries or anything like that, because then the cold in the berries won't be enough to cool the whole container and the yogurt. So it needs to be a bit, like half a kilo of berries or something for it to work. Some sugar, and depending on which kind of berry you use, you will need different amounts of sugar. So I like it to be not too sweet, so I just add a little bit. If this was like a citrus fruit or a more tart berry, I would add more. And if this was a very sweet berry, like a black cherry or a raspberry or something like that, I would add a little less. So the yogurt you want to use for this, it shouldn't be too runny. It shouldn't be like a drinkable yogurt. It shouldn't be too dry either, like a Greek yogurt would be too thick. It should be just a sort of ordinary plain yogurt with 3 or 4% of fat or something like that. Like about half the amount of yogurt in relation to the amount of berry should be kind of enough. Maybe a little bit more sugar. Now I will process this on quite high speed, just long enough to see to that there are no like too large chunks of frozen berry left, because that's not very pleasant. But the longer you mix it, the more liquid it's going to be, because it heats up basically. A little bit longer. Yeah, I think that should be enough. Yeah, so now it's done mixing. It has no too big chunks of berries still in it, and it's nice and frozen. So I'm just gonna scoop some of it out like this. You could store this for a little while in the freezer, take it out like ice cream, but it's really, like, there's no point in doing that, because it's gonna be at its most delicious when it's just made. And it's so quick to produce, so there's really no point in doing it in advance either. What's quite special with using this technique is that, like, it's very fast, of course, but because you add the sugar straight into the mixture and it's frozen, it has no time to really dissolve. So you'll have kind of a little almost crunchy, sugary feeling into it, and it's going to be nice and tart from the blueberries as well.